Your stars for the week are looking progressive. Make plans to further better yourself and to prepare for a period of transition. Take advice, listen to others, and put aside old grievances. Your life begins anew. My arse does it. Oh, how about some food, eh? Of course you want food.
Hello, Henry.
Oh.
So, how have you been?
What do you mean by that?
Well, have you been well? Have you spoken to anyone lately?
Well, not really. I mean, just kept to myself.
Well, how about you?
What about me?
Well, how have you been feeling? Have you been coping?
Next question.
I don't believe you. If you didn't want to speak, you would not have come here. I believe you want to discuss something with me. Am I right?
Don't ever patronise me.
It's not in my job title. I'm here just to listen, to learn, and to guide. I'm not here to annoy or patronise.
Oh, great. So you're a newbie in the world of paid listening and caring then. Great.
No, I mean I learn every day from the mistakes I make, from new ways of thinking. The key to a healthy mind is always to learn, regardless of how big or small a task is.
Great. Nice observation there, Dr. Obvious.
I don't appreciate the sarcasm, but I do appreciate that you understand clearly what I was saying, because you listened and you stopped.
Great. You accuse me of using sarcasm, and yet you're the one sitting there with your damn biggest joke of the year degree next to your paid listening degree as well.
So, why are we here then, Henry?
Do you know what? I was hoping you'd tell me. I suppose paying you.
me out again.
What, Darren? Why?
I didn't go out with him and his friend because I was feeling pretty shit. And he threw me out.
You have friends. Why don't you go stay with them?
You're my brother. You're not going to ignore me and leave me on the street, are you?
You're right. I am your brother. And you're meant to be my sister. Although, sometimes I forget that because you haven't seen you for the past 6 months. And yet here you are, expecting to stay until your boyfriend calls you again, and then you just run off in the middle of the night like last time. You have any idea how worried I was? How scared? I actually thought something had happened to you and you never said it.
Always do this. You never listen to me.
I listen. I always listen. And yet you come here, you expect to stay, and you just turn up as and when you like. You never call, you never visit. Oh wait, my mistake. You do call and you do visit, only when you want something. Well, I'm sick of it. I'm done. You're just a needy little brat who just comes here and expects things to go her way, and when it doesn't, you just throw the toys out of the pram. Well, guess what, sister? I'm sick of it. And you know another thing? Guess what? There's no more room at the inn. Not for you anymore.
Henry.
Oh, what do you want?
I've come to see you. I was visiting another patient in the neighbourhood.
And?
And I'm coming in to talk to you. You've avoided me for long enough.
Yeah, well, you wasted your time.
No, I haven't. I'm coming up. It's high time we talk.
You do know, like, people can get arrested for doing what you're about to do.
Well, if that's the case, that's the case. We need to talk. You've been avoiding me and the issue for too long now.
Yeah, well, I'd rather not talk.
Well, tough. I'm coming in.
So you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
You can avoid the issue as much as you need to. I'm not going anywhere. Will you come and open this door so I can talk to you, please?
Just leave me alone. I don't want to.
You need to address this issue. Hence why I've come. Come and open the door while I'll talk to you through this damn letterbox.
Yeah, well, I'd rather do that than not speak to your face.
This instant. Stop avoiding the issue. You came to see me for a reason. Let me work on this issue with you.
Just go away.
Come and open this door now.
If you don't go away, I will phone the police.
Fine, phone the police. I'll then get you sectioned under the Mental Health Act, section 157. Then you'll be obligated to talk to me.
Oh, you've done your research.
Fine, I've got my prescription pad on me. If I need to, I'll prescribe you antidepressants right now and get you sectioned. Will you open this damn door and let me in so I can speak to you, please? Thank you, Henry.
Close the door behind you.
Thank you for agreeing to speak to me.
I didn't though, did I?
You kind of did. Thank you for letting me come and speak to you, Henry. Thank you for letting me into your wonderful home.
You're here now. I may as well get you something.
I'm fine, thank you very much, Henry.
Well, I want something. You can just wait in here and don't clap the place up.
I won't.
Touch.
I was only admiring it, Henry.
Yeah, well, it ain't yours, so don't look at it.
Whose was it?
It was hers, okay?
I was only admiring it.
Well, as I said to you, it's not yours to look at.
What have you done to your hand?
Slipped.
What have you done to your hand? That's more than a slip. Do you want me to examine it for you?
I slipped, okay? But it was just an accident.
Look, you could have broken bones, you could have any number of injuries in there. Do you want me to examine it for you?
I can move it, so it's just cut, okay? That's all.
Forget, I am a trained doctor, Henry.
I'm never allowed to forget, am I?
No. If you want me to look at it, I'm more than willing.
Now, if you want to know what happened, I got a bit angry. Okay, I went into the kitchen, I smashed a few things up, and may have punched my boiler, and then
Did you get it x-rayed?
no,
Did you go to A&E?
no.
I highly think you should.
Well, I took care of it.
How do you know? How do you know you've not got an irrevocable damage to that hand?
Look, can we not talk about my medical health here?
Fine, I'll talk about what I'm really here for. Why didn't you want me looking at the photo?
Because I told you it was mine.
Yes, but I was only admiring it. It's a beautiful picture.
It's just mine, okay? And I don't like people looking at it.
I understand that, but if it was your apartment, I'm sure you'd want it on display for everyone to see because it's such a lovely photo. Did she paint it?
No, she bought it actually. She
Where
bought
from?
that one. Some place down south, which you really liked. I can never remember the name.
Well, I can see why she liked it. It is a beautiful photo.
Is this why what we're really doing here?
We're talking about your partner. The reason why you came to see me in the first place. The reason why you slammed it and stormed out of my office over 6 months ago. I've been trying to get you to come and see me ever since. You're not addressing the issue, Henry. You're just hiding. You need to address the issue and talk about your partner.
I don't want to talk about her.
But you need to. Think about what it's going to do to you. All this building up. You've already hurt your hand. How do you know you're not going to hurt something else? You could really injure yourself, Henry. And I may not be here or any of your family may not be here to sort you out or save you. Did you think about that?
What's to talk about?
What's to talk about your feelings, how you're feeling, you're bottling everything up. I can tell from the hand, from the photo. If you were genuinely coping with the situation, you would have gone to A&E and got your hand looked at. You would allow me to admire the photo, instead of taking it off me and insisting that it's yours.
I don't want to talk about it, okay?
Well, I'm not leaving this house until you finally sit down and actually discuss her with me. You paid last time to come and see me at that office. I'm here for free now. As I say, I was visiting another patient. I'm not going to charge you for this consultation. You clearly need to talk. I remembered where you live from your records. And as I say, we can go down the psychiatric route if I absolutely have to, and get you sectioned. But please don't make me, Henry.
Right, you want to talk?
Yes.
You really want to talk about it?
Yes.
She's dead. There's nothing else to talk about.
Yes, how did she die? What led to her death?
It was not long ago now when she died. Feels like a lifetime, but it wasn't. It was, we had an argument. It's just a little argument, you know. And, she went off for a walk like she always used to do. And then I just needed to clear the air, I guess, so I stayed at home. She went off for a walk, and I kind of clicked that something had happened, because she didn't come home that night. And I got the call in the night. It was in the night. She got run over. Just an accident, they said. But do you know what? If we hadn't argued, if we didn't fight like we did towards the end, she wouldn't have walked out that door. And then she would still be here right now with me. May not necessarily happy or whatever, but we could have worked like whatever the argument was, because that's the thing, I don't even know what it was. I don't even know what it was about. She just come in one day and she was so unhappy. I just wish I could go back. Just go back to that night and not say the things I said and do the things I said, and then she would still be here. Still be here right now.
Why do you blame yourself? Why are you guilty? You could have done nothing to prevent this accident. If she'd stayed with you, she could have walked out this front door the next morning and got killed by a car. It was an accident. It was not your fault. Again,
it feels like my fault.
But why? It was only an argument. We all have arguments in this world. Think about it. You could have argued with your mother. You could have then left your mother's house and been hit by a car. That's no one's fault, Henry.
I just think every day that if she hadn't stormed off in the mindset she was in, she would have lived. That's just my way of looking at it.
It might be your way of looking at it, but look at it from my side now. I'm in this as a third party. I'm hearing everything you've told me. Yes, you had an argument. Yes, she stormed off. Yes, she went for a walk. Is that normally what she does when she gets angry? Is that normally what happens after you guys have had an argument? Is that her normal routine?
That was her way of clearing her mind.
Exactly. You knew she'd be back. You knew there wasn't an issue. You knew, deep down, did you not, that she still had the same feelings for you every time she stormed out that door to clear her mind, and every time she came home. She obviously loved you, Henry. Regardless of what happened, it was an accident. You were not...
So what do I do now? If what you say is true, How do I move on? What do I do?
So, you just asked how to move on. Well, let me just rewind a bit and just say you've just been through the grief process. You've had the denial, where you denied she even died. You've had the sadness of burying her and laying her to rest. You've had the depression and the anger. And the fact that you blamed yourself comes under that. Now we need to move you forward, get you accepting that she's dead. First thing I want you to do is accept that she's dead by honouring her memory, putting all her pictures back up in this room. Did she have a favourite trinket, pen, notebook, whatever she had? Take that to work with you every day to remind you of her. Accept help from myself. I'm more than willing to pop by every now and again and see how you're doing, and your family and your friends, Henry. That's the only way you're going to move on with your life and move forwards. It won't be today. It won't be tomorrow. It may not even be next week, next month, or next year. But Henry, trust me, you will get through this with my help, the help of your family, and the help of your friends. So please, accept the help we offer to help you move on.
It's been 6 months since my life took a turn. For the better, that is. I've been doing more, talking to people more, and generally living a lot more. Of course, there's still a way to go yet, but with each and every day, I learn, I progress, and most importantly, I live. Of course, there are still bad days, some days more terrible than others, but there's always another day. I still breathe for her, every day. A wise person once told me, it is often only those that live bear the pain of grief. But as long as you keep your family and your friends close, you can live on with grief, rather than exist with grief. And in the end, you will overcome that grief. It may take days, weeks, months, even years, but one day you will learn to accept the loss and you'll be at peace. Because in life, we have to live. For them, for us. Carry their wisdom, their personality, their ethics with you. And most importantly, carry their spirit. Because their spirit is the one thing that never dies.